from outer space. It was a short trip, and I drove back in the Tesla thing that Elon Stinky Pants, Elon's Musk, what he sent up there. I drove it back down because, why not? I'll roll like that. He throws it into space. I'll bring it back like some kind of dog. An intergalactic dog. I don't think I wanted to be an intergalactic dog, but still. It turns out I may very well be one. Surely this time you'll become the graveyard keeper. One day, my prince will come. Shove his fingers up my... I don't think we need any more of that song. Do. Graveyard keeping time. Gonna keep the graveyard. Gonna keep the graveyard. Oh yes, I'm gonna keep the graveyard real good. Yes indeed. Right, with a bit of luck, we can at least do progress. I can't guarantee I'm going to become the graveyard keeper, but I do hope for progress of some kind. I believe in every drop of rain that falls. Oh yes, I believe. Oh, I believe. None of that. I do believe we were set to make some progress, so that should be not so bad. Oh yes indeed. Alright, here we go. I did say I should do some more progress on the dungeon, didn't I? And that is distinctly true. I should do more progress on the dungeon. But I could do with... Well, I think I don't... Oh no, I do have a sword. But I could do with a better sword. What was this? Alyssa's paper. Oh yes, that's for one. That's for another. Oh, we could do the booze. We can do the booze. Okay, bring a golden apple from dungeon level 15. Yeah, we were going to buy one. Then it turns out I don't have as much money as I think I do. I thought I could basically just throw money at all things, but it turns out no. I do not have enough money for that. The game has already preemptively gone. We're not going to let you have enough money to just throw every penny at your situation. Right, so I think the first thing we'll go to dig. Yes, we're going to go find dig. I think the easiest way to get to dig is if I portal myself to the Talking Skull, because he lives just below. Give him the booze. Ding dong, bing bong bong. Dig I am I. Give him the booze. I feel like he's probably had too much booze, but still. If you if you still need booze, I'm ready to trade some for the medallion. Is it pure? I better check. Ignite it. Are you sure? Certainly, let's. Oof! It's gone up something drastic. It's fun fact. It's a little bit more complicated than that when it comes to alcohol and fire. You can't. On some alcohols, you can't just naturally sort of light them. I was watching that the other day. I've been watching a lot of a YouTube channel called The Modern Rogue, because they're highly entertaining duo who just look into weird and wonderful things. It's a little bit like Mythbusters. They are often likened to Mythbusters. They're sort of the YouTube Mythbusters, because they just sort of muck about, which is not quite what the Mythbusters did. So these guys are slightly more muck about type level. Anyway, so, I don't know if... Well, I mean... I can always try giving him the priest's medallion and see what happens. I'm fairly certain he doesn't allow me to fuck it up, so... I think the priest's medallion was the thing I was supposed to be using here in the machine? Might be wrong. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I think that's the order. And so I think I've got the legionary dagger, and now I've got the priest's medallion. So if we pop the priest's medallion... Yeah, there you go. We pop that there. That'll be perfect. What's this? A note with the rumour. Oh yeah, we need to go Snake's Day as well. But which one dies suddenly? R.I.P. Grant. This is another one of those scenarios where I think I've said too many things for my brain to comprehend what of those things you're meaning. Plus I don't actually pay attention to anything I say, which is a detriment. and makes life awkward. But I can't break that habit of just ignoring everything I say, because I think it's probably the more sensible choice. So that is that's Man's Day, isn't it? We don't really need to do anything with the old priest man. Oh, the Mythbuster thing. Oh, of course, yes. Now I fully understand. Yeah, Grant Imahara. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that is a real bastard, because he was rather entertaining and a veritable sort of robotics genius, wasn't he? Incredible. But in fairness, with the modern rogue, one of them could very easily die suddenly, because, Jesus, they are not great with safety. Not great with safety. They have a constantly rolling back injury counter that has become a running gag, admittedly, but it's still like one of those ones where it's like, oh boy, you know, stop doing these things. Stop it. Plus one of them is a fire eater, which probably doesn't help. But, you know, in fairness, he knows all the science and stuff of fire eating, so it's not like he just does it for the sake of doing it as well, he is doing it as an entertainment idea, but it is one of those ones where he does it professionally. He doesn't just randomly do it. So he knows all about fire eating. But yeah, they did a little segment on alcohol, and it's more to do with the flashpoints of alcohol than necessarily just the alcohol being flammable. So they put it in one that had a fairly low flashpoint. No, or high. I don't know which way around you assess it. Whichever one's the sort of basic one. That would definitely be a square on the J Dragon Fang stream bingo card. Someone references something Jay said a minute ago that he's already forgotten. Yep. That would probably be the easiest one to get, because it happens a lot. Anyway, what am I trying to do? I mean, in fairness, not a lot on this day, because I can't do much on this day. I may very well be able to see clearly on this day, because on this day I see clearly. There's a song reference there somewhere, but I can't think of any further words. On this day, I see clearly. I've got nothing else in that song. I can only finish it with. There you go. That would be another square. Forgets the lyrics to a song and just goes off club style. Welcome, Mr. Stegon65. How many Stegosauruses can one man step on? Apparently you've managed to get up to 65. I think that's got to be some kind of record. I don't think the Stegosauruses appreciated it. They weren't injured. Nobody's suggesting you injured the Stegosauruses. Or is it Stegosaurus eye? I don't know. No, that's what they have in their eye holes. The Stegosaurus eye. But, yeah. I don't think it's a record yet. If memory serves, I think there's a Texan by the name of Wade Capillary. One of the shittest made-up names I think that has ever cropped up. Wade Capillary, yeah, I think he's up at 76. So you've got a little bit of work on your hands, a little bit of work. So that's why they went extinct. Yeah, it's because he's always stepping on them. That's the problem. They don't like it. They don't mind it because they're properly hardcore armoured, aren't they? But they don't enjoy it per se. They just sort of get on with it and just go, yeah, right, it's happening, it's fine. I'll just carry on. Right, I haven't really done much. The first day has gone, and I've not managed to do much in the way of predictiveness. But that's fine. Now, did we get that jewellery table? Yes, we do have that jewellery table. What did we need for this bloody sword? Damask sword, right. We need diamond. Don't know where to get a faceted diamond. Can I build a faceted diamond? No. Gold jewellery details, however, I can. But I would need a gold bar and a little bit of extra faith. Now, do I have the... I don't even know if I've got the... Oh, I do have the ability to build gold ingots. I just don't know where to get gold ore. Where do I get... Oh, I think it's down below. Yeah, I suppose at this point, let's pop down to our alchemy facility. Oh, let's grab that booze and stick it in the barrels. And then maybe... Oh no, we need more water. Are you sure we need more water? Good God, man. We may have to have like a basket solely for water at this rate. Owing to the fact that it's bloody nightmare fixing all this water. There you go. We'll grab a load of buckets and that'll get me... I think I thought it was 50 last time and I was wrong, but I feel like it's 50 a bucket. And as I say, I'm fairly certain I was wrong previously, so I can wait and see if that's the case or not. I don't actually get any experience for pulling water out of a bucket. Which surprises me, because almost everything else I'm relatively certain you get experience for. But I suppose it's not a huge problem. So much water. Whoops. No, I want those rumours. I need the rumours. Right, and more beer, please. More beer. Just you wait. I'll have so much beer. Nobody will know what hit them, 'cause it's my beer. Oh, darn, I've only got one yellow powder, life powder. I'll probably get away with just having one health potion, but I feel like I should be able to... Is that the decomposes into powder? So yes, this must be the powder. Oh, I do have gold nuggets here. Oh, you plum duff. I mean, batwings are alive, but I don't think it's going to be... No, it's not. Sort of, I've started, so I'll finish, as is the old mastermind adage. Feels like it's going to be red powder, yeah. Whoops, don't wave your sword around. Intestines... Oh, wait, what? Oh, there we go, yeah, that was weird. It should have shown the powder that the intestines turned into. But apparently it doesn't. Anyway, that's some more life powder. And that's what we wanted. I think that's only going to get me... Oh no, 2. I mean 2 will perhaps have to suffice. We will want a bit of a sleep before we go down in the dungeons. Also, we want to deposit these powders somewhere. I don't know where, but we want to deposit my powders. Get out of my inventory, stupid powders. I don't want you. Let's go to the lighthouse and talk to the man. Ask about his day. Oh, interesting. Oh, shit. Right. Oh, try to talk... Right, that's that. Right. Okay, I've messed up. And now I have to wait. I'll tell you what, I've got quite a lot of cash, don't I? So... what I might do is do, yeah, cheeky little book. Cheeky little book learning. Technologies, yeah, we're not doing bad with technologies. I suppose arguably there was pheromones for that. Stone station, that's a bloody nuisance. Marble flagstones, that could be quite good to have in the church. Lanterns, yeah, could be quite good. Really should probably focus on some paper production, but I'm not going to, so... all alcohol you make has a better quality. That feels like it'd be very useful. Especially since we're starting to get into alcohol stuff now. Zombie brewery might not go amiss. But I think if we go with blending for now... try and find something else that might be useful. Oh, I must admit, maybe the martial skills, that's prayers, but big guy as a perk is perhaps going to work. So what does that actually do for me, game? Fill you with fury, but it doesn't seem to suggest... I'm reading through the prayers for retribution and protection. Now, I'm assuming the prayer for retribution will give you an attack boost, and the prayer for protection will give you a defense boost. But it doesn't actually sort of specify what that might actually be in sort of like the long term and the high sort of thing. So awkward. I'll buy it anyway for the big guy perk. Plus, it's nice to kind of know that I'm almost finished with this tab. If I can get 100 there, that would be quite useful, because Swordmaster will help me down in the dungeon. Anyway, at this point we should be able to... Nope, not quite. Just do some laps and back. Just double check brain. Thank you. Back to Sweet Home. Because we want to go... Well, we might as well deal with the beer now. The beer situation, indeed. We're getting a lot of beer. So I must admit, that didn't seem to actually make much difference to the beer situation, the whole sort of being a master brewer. But never mind. I suppose I'll live with that. Oh, hell yeah. I will find a way to live. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we've got two bodies there. I suppose if we do sort of need soul shards and soul bits, so I guess I might as well. Oh, can I not extract his soul? Okay, fine. I cannot extract this man's soul. Maybe I already extracted his soul. I guess we'll try this one. See if I can extract this soul. I'm pretty certain I didn't extract them both, but maybe it's something to do with the rotten. Yeah, maybe because they're slightly rotten, they've not got souls available anymore. I don't know. Or maybe just because they've been left for a long time, their soul has decayed. I do not know. This whole soul situation is one of those ones where I really just don't know what I am doing. No, I probably want 2, maybe? Question mark. Try to talk to him, share the rumours, persuade her to dance with Yurik. I possibly need a 3rd one. That's the one. But yeah, this whole soul situation I've never done before, so it's very much a kind of... I'm just going with the flow and seeing what happens. Let's go back to the lighthouse and ask about his day. How are you? How do you feel? Oh, now that you mention it, the same as always. Not so good. Oh, that didn't take much. Is he always... Is he like me achievements in the middle of the screen? Is he really always like this? Yesterday evening there was a rat invasion. They ate almost all of the food, and I've such shooting pains in my back. I think I've pulled something. I wanted to sleep a little more today, but I couldn't settle back down. Thanks to the herbalist, at least, I can sleep soundly for a little while. So do you want something, Keeper? Oh, I was just making sure everything is okay. If I'm okay. Sure, friends do that sometimes. Oh, in that case, how are you? Well, I can't complain, astrologer. Oh, well, I guess I better get going, eh? Yes, of course, it was great to see you. Imagine that, friends. Keeper, I hardly know. I sort of knew. It's one of those age-old ones where my brain was like, I feel like some... Yeah, nah, that's the one. So, yay! The sloth charged shard. Excellent. So, the next steps are either Snake or Miss Charm. What's going to come first? I believe that's going to be Miss Charm's day. Oh, I've picked up yellow flowers. I didn't really want to. Oh, well, never mind. I suppose we did have stuff to do in the refugee camp, didn't we? So let's go do stuff in the refugee camp. I think I'm supposed to be warning our boy about something. Oh, no time for regrets. To survive, we must look to the future. Oh, let's ask about the camp development. I'm listening. Oh, I said that's just the explain stuff. That's fine. We don't need that. Oh, no time for regrets. Ah, Keeper, you're just in time. I was just about to visit you. We've had terrible news. The king was in a terrible rage and refused even to speak to my cousin about our bid for clemency. His son's wedding was disrupted. The bride is dead. Oh, what happened? Inquisitors, a group of inquisitors led by some Lady Beatrice, accused her of witchery. They produced some evidence, so the court's judgment was swift. Well, that's bad. By the way, that Lady Beatrice you just mentioned paid me a visit. She's looking for you. Oh, we've nowhere else to go, so I hope she stops looking before she finds us here. We'll have to stay here for a long time, maybe forever. How will I hope? First, we need an improved warehouse and an improved campfire, and one more tent would be just right, so we can take in more refugees. What that smell? Is that cloves? Where's that coming from? Weird. Improve the warehouse. I think the braid of a wedding being dead is a bit more than a disruption. Yeah, but he's the Marquis Teodoro Jr. His idea of an inconvenience is probably exactly the idea of, you know, someone dying is a minor inconvenience to that man. We need more sticks. And we need more silks. Beds, I don't think we have to care about, but the storehouse requires silk and the campfire requires wood and stone. Well, wood and stone we should be able to do, so we'll try and deal with that situation, because we've got a load of stone, and flitch is very rarely difficult to get my hands on. Should hopefully be enough flitch. I must admit, as is often my way, we didn't pay attention. But there you go, and there you go. That's, I mean, 41 is definitely going to be enough. I'm fairly certain 30 covers the costs I've got there. I just need that blooming thingy-bob to spark up and get my mirror going again. Just do laps. Just do laps. Just do a lovely little lap. That's the one. Where do we want to go? Refugee camp. Well, let's get them a better fire. Because unfortunately, silks, as far as I'm aware, the only place you can get silks is from the merchant. And there's no way of getting to the merchant until merchants die, unfortunately. Right. Are you... Okay, I need to do all three to register, that's fine. Or at the very least, it's not a problem. No, okay. Oh, do you sell recipes, don't you? Yeah, but I feel like at some point in the future, what I might do is just buy out her whole stock. Which actually, no, I can't do it. I'd need space in my inventory, but I'll buy out our whole stock, and then that way I guarantee that I've taken every single recipe from her. Which is currently sort of like the slight problem, because I don't know which recipes I've bought and which recipes I haven't bought. And I don't know if it matters. There's a lot of things I don't know, I'm afraid. In this game, there's a veritable bountiful supply of things I have no clue about. I just muddle through somehow. So yes, we do want to... Oh, right, okay. Was I... Feels like I was working on that and clearly got distracted. Pop those flowers in there. And you know what? We'll put the stone in there as well, because it's not going to work being there. Right, now let's get back to Sweet Home. And yeah, let's... Silver Star statues. What was wrong with me being able to do Silver Star statues? I noticed I do need sticks, so I'll try and gather more sticks. More sticks for me. It's quite nice having an underground. This area for me, when I first played the game, first time ever, this was a very busy area. Constantly having to get the sort of billets for burning bodies. It's been much more pleasant having the underground cremator, I suppose. The underground crematorium. What were these? Oh, these were hops, weren't they? No, they were lentils. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, hops is actually in the... Yeah, okay, fine. I've got lentils. It sounds... The way I said it, it sounded like a horrible disease. Oh, no, I've got lentils. I don't know how I got lentils, but I ended up with fucking lentils. I guess I'll leave the lentils here, because I don't really need them. Also, I don't need that crop waste. Yeah, that was all just sort of unnecessary gardening. For the win! We all love unnecessary gardening. Not what we've got in our inventory that we don't necessarily need. A fair amount of it's actually stuff we do need. Right, let's drop it round to Sunday, which we can earn some faith on. Oh, that's why I couldn't do the statues, because I ran out of faith. I did too much science, as is so often the way in life. You get to the afternoon and you just go, fuck, I've lost the entire morning. I just did too much science. So let's go church. Go to the church. And then hopefully 2 Silver Star statues shouldn't be that difficult to accomplish. Although, there's an argument that says I might accidentally build Gold Star statues, which would be weird and annoying, but, I mean, viable, I suppose. And bam, bam, and bam. Should really try and upgrade that prayer to gold, perhaps, but it gets me a nice chunk of faith. So that's good enough. And I know this is the problem with me playing a lot of these games. I don't go streamline and efficient. I go, it'll fucking do. And it takes me longer to do things, but fuck it, it'll do. It may be lengthier, it may be more awkward, but what can I say? It's my penis. No, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but it's fine. I've told you my penis is lengthy and awkward, so that I think is crucial information everybody needed in their life. Anyway, what was I doing? I don't know. Oh, statues. Let's see. Can I build some statues? Carved piece of stone. 80% to get a silver. That's probably good enough. Because I'd even prepared the marble for it as well, didn't I? Which is quite amusing. And boom! 2 silver stars. 1 marble columbarium coming right up. Now, theoretically, I suppose, there's an argument to be had that I should replace the old columbariums with new columbariums. But, and yes, that is my official final word on the matter. I'm afraid I don't do anything other than simple noises to describe complex emotions. There we go. Lovely. Do you still want me to... It's about the cathedral. Oh yeah, you want me to become an aristocrat. Don't know quite what that was. Oh, signed invitation from Lord Inquisitor. Oh shit, I could have done that on Man's Day. And I'm looking for a certain mirror. Your Holiness, I believe you might have a mirror of pride. And I need it. In fact, my whole life depends on it. Oh, my precious mirror, how many speeches have I rehearsed as I looked into it? Oh, that mirror helped me understand how important appearances are to your career. I'm glorious because of this mirror. It's meant to be had, isn't it? I've had it since my childhood, from rags to riches, haha. This mirror gave me the confidence to accomplish all my dreams. Maybe at this point of my greatness I don't even need it anymore, who knows? Maybe one day I'll give it to you, once I don't need any more proof. Once I get him up to 100, that'll be fine. We'll be able to get there. We haven't actually even got up to tier 2 yet. Arguably, once I get him up to tier 3, I can just buy a fancy prayer there, can't I? Money solves all problems. You have to understand this. Although I don't have enough money to solve all those problems. I feel like there was a way of forging your aristocrat papers. Because otherwise, it's going to take me a while to get up to 12 gold. Which would be awkward. Mirror, mirror, fixing everything wrong with this guy. Mirror, magic mirror on the wall. Who's the douchiest of them all? The priest! He also touches children. We have no evidence of that, but, you know, come on, he's a priest. So harsh and unnecessary. I want sticks. Sticks and stones. They're not gonna break my bones. Never you fear. All I really want is sticks. Sticks and stones. I don't know why I'm going up here. It feels like there should be. Maybe that's another expansion they're planning. Because there's the sort of like clear out option, but I don't remember anything ever coming of that. Fairly certain it's just like, yeah, there you go. I was going to say Farquaad, but when you put it that way, yeah. I must admit, naively, when I first played that game, watched that film, Shrek, watched the film Shrek. Naively, I didn't really comprehend what they were going for with Farquaad's name. Because if you're... Maybe you're in the same boat and you were unaware, and this will come as a bit of a sort of like, really? Oh, I didn't know that. But apparently, what they were trying to get to with that name, of course, is Fuckwad. Fuckwad. But yeah, I never really sort of put those two together. As I say, maybe a bout of naivete, perhaps. But nonetheless, you know, it's just... I suppose there's an argument for me. It's almost like... I think in my brain it almost becomes a little bit innocent-ish. Because of... There was an old Carry On film. Carry On Abroad, I think it was, this one. I mean, there's plenty of Carry On films, but specifically I think it's Carry On Abroad. And they go abroad, and the guy's name is Mr. Farquhar. And the guy in charge is... I mean, he's a British person doing a Spanish character, I think. Or, as I don't know, I say Spanish. I think it's more sort of generic European. Like, it's not meant to be a specific kind of country. It's just meant to be, yeah, he's from generically sort of Europe-y, hot, kind of hot weathery type one. Innocent and Carry On film don't. No, that's true. They do not go together. But yeah, the fella sort of goes up to him and goes, "Ah, Mr. Fucky Ass, welcome, Mr. Fucky Ass." Or never quite as much as I just did that. Never quite as much as I just did, because that's a little bit too explicit to go Mr. Fucky Ass. But he does call him like Mr. Fucky Ass. Based on the fact that he's called Farquhar, and that's where I never really considered the idea. So I've got sticks. It's now Women's Day. Excellent. Okay, let's go. It's kind of the middle of the night, so there's not a lot I can be doing here. But we'll wander into town, and hopefully, just sort of by the time I get there, it'll be daytime enough to have Miss Charm in the pub. But yeah, talking of Carry On films, of course. Although I must admit they don't necessarily reference him too much for Carry On films. He's more known for Doctor Who and other sort of children's programs he did. But he was one of the key components in the Carry On spying film. But Bernard Cribbins, I don't know if anybody else has heard, but Bernard Cribbins has died, which is a real absolute fucking arse to know. I mean, granted, the man was 93, I think. I think he was 93. I think that's what I read. So, you know, it's a hell of a... He was the Womb... Yes, that was the other one I noticed, yes. He was the Wombling Man. But yeah, I mean, he had a hell of a career. Very impressive all round, essentially. So I don't really think I need many more pallets. I do need to start trying to perhaps sell some more stuff here, but that's kind of a general thing. The whole thing is anti-Disney propaganda because Jeffrey Katzenberg was passed over for promotion by and generally feuded with Disney CEO Michael Eisner. So Farquaad is basically Eisner. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember hearing that as well. I think it was all in the same sort of video where they were discussing the whole of Shrek. I can't remember why I was watching a video discussing Shrek, but then again, why do I watch a video discussing anything? It's because, you know, it burns away the time and stops me from thinking about the overwhelming depression that is basically my life. That took a real turn there, didn't it? But yeah, no, it's a bit of a shame because I don't know. One of the key things I don't know, he was slated to be reappearing in Doctor Who for a little bit for the 60th anniversary, but I don't necessarily think they've started filming that. which means I think we're going to miss out on that. Which I suppose arguably might be for the best, because, you know, his character kind of had his day, did his thing, and went out on a high. Oh, fuck. Sir? 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 Sir, I am stuck. I am distinctly stuck. Okay, I am going to have to hope that this works. It did. Thank fuck I have the mirror at all times. Because if I didn't have the mirror, I would be very peeved. Because that would have potentially been a whole reset of the game and lost an awfully large volume of stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's deal with the Alyssa situation first. Here's the paperwork. She can go with you to the concert. Oh, wonderful, honey. Plus 2 years, that'll make everything a little easier. The correction looks sloppy. It's pretty obvious that someone corrected the number. Now I need an aristocrat to countersign the paper, but I don't want to ask just anyone. The wrong rumor could be the death of my reputation. Maybe you could get some aristocrat papers. Then I'd only need your signature. Oh, that looks pretty illegal. You're one to talk. I bet you get up to all sorts of illegal stuff at your graveyard. Besides, it's not like I'll forget to thank you, my sweet. I don't like it, but I guess the ends justify the means. Okay, so that's one more reason to become an aristocrat. Fair enough. Now, let's deal with this situation. Miss Charm, I'd like to ask you... Oh, what? It's a crazy day today. No escape from my admirers. I was going to suggest a way you could develop your performance skills. How? I know someone who can teach you to dance, so you could move around gracefully while you performed on stage. You know what? That does sound interesting. I've always wished that even more people couldn't take their eyes off my beauty. Wait, are you going to teach me how to dance? I doubt very much that you, looking like that, could teach me that kind of thing. No, please don't think for a second it's me. It's a good friend of mine from town. He's quite handsome and a very good dancer. Oh, hello, my charming lady. My name is Hurik. Oh, hello. Now you stop it. I'm not that charming. I am a master of the sensual dance. Oh, will you allow me? Oh, look at them. Oh, look at me go. Oh, like so. Yes, that's the way. Like that, yes. Oh, I do like that. I like that a lot. Oh, amazing. I've got a lusty charge. I've got a lusty shard. I've got me shards of lust. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you for the lesson. I learned so much. I'm always at your service, Miss Charm. Always want to be close to Miss Charm. Where's Shrek 5 already? I think Shrek has probably run its course. Truth be told. I liked all 4, I think. I can't remember all 4 of them. I must be... you know, Shrek is one of those films where I can't... You know, it feels like it's not as old as I'm going to make it sound to be old. So maybe I don't know. Where was the bloody film? How old is Shrek? Let's find out how old Shrek is. He's 35 years old. No, when was the first movie out? Let's try and find that out first. Come on. I can't do 2 things at once, I'm afraid. 2001. 2001. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's actually right about where I'm thinking. Brain, do things. Maths. Really? Christ! That can't be right. My maths must be off. No, 10 plus 2, that's 12, plus 1, that's 13. I was 13 years old when Shrek came out. I think. Yeah, I suppose 20 years. 20 years off my current age. About 13. Good lord. So, yeah, okay. I am 100% right in this assessment, which is Shrek was one of those films that every teacher in the school... This was where I was starting to doubt it, because I wasn't sure if I was appropriately school age. So I started sort of doubting my memory. As I so often do. Because it has... In fairness, if it proved itself once in a blue moon, I might not have a lack of faith in my memory. But anyway, Shrek was one of those films that every single teacher thought would make a good choice for the end of terms. So there was a period of time, around about that time probably, around about 2001, 2002, where I exclusively ended up watching Shrek. And the worst part is it wasn't just simply, oh, I keep ending up watching Shrek. This is inconvenient. No. It was always the beginning of Shrek. Not a single teacher decided, oh, I know what we could do. We could synchronize it with each other and therefore make sure that they don't just watch the beginning of Shrek constantly. What we could do is make sure they end up, you know, watching the beginning of Shrek with you guys and the end of Shrek with us. This would be logical. This would be good. But no, not a single teacher decided to run the course of let's go logical. Let's go logical, logical. You know we go logical, logical. No, not a single... Oh, it's nighttime bollocks. I've got nighttime bollocks. I don't know precisely what nighttime bollocks is, but it sounds like an unpleasant situation. Similar fun fact, I'm going the wrong way. Disney A team was busy working on Pocahontas, while the B team got sent to the metaphorical bebe. How many bebes are metaphorical? You are my metaphorical baby. No, metaphor. I'd like to point out none of this is based on your comment. Your comment is perfectly spelt and perfectly put forth. It is my brain not functioning. So I just wanted that clarified, just in case anybody was wondering. Anyway, metaphorical basement to work on some terrible project they called The Lion King. It's always entertaining when like the sort of they have such faith in a project and it goes horribly wrong, and then they have no faith in a project and it's like, yep, no, this is the best thing ever. It's almost, I think. Now, I'm willing to accept I may end up being proven wrong here. However, I'm fairly confident Spider-Man was almost like that. It was one of those ones where it was like, yeah, go on, whatever you want. Just stick this Spider-Man nonsense at the back of the comic, whatever. Nobody cares, because this company's going down, so who gives a shit? And lo and behold, of course, it proved a very, very popular thing. And everybody now knows Spider-Man as one of the biggest franchises in, like, the world. So, just goes to show you that sometimes you can just go, fuck it, never mind. And it turns out to be absolutely brilliant. And I suppose that's where, Lion King must have done that as well. I remember watching the first Shrek in theatres for a friend's birthday party. Good time. All the way back in middle school, 6th grade. I don't know precisely how they translate, truth be told. Or I don't know how that would translate to what year it would be in England. But there you go. Disney philosophy at the time was allegedly movies with humans equals good, movies about animals equals good luck. Yes, that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me. Before they realised that, of course, no, it's entirely... Trader Day. Yes, being Trader Day, what do we want? What do we want? What do we need? What do we need? Probably need more space in my inventory, truth be told. Let's see, can we... I suppose it might be worthwhile depositing those... never mind. Okay, no, that's fine. I don't have any spare chests. Okay, that's again not great, but I suppose it'll do. I sort of want to keep the sin shards on me, so I guess we'll pop down to the farm because that's going to be the closest target, and try and buy some more seeds at some point. It is insane how big Spider-Man is. They keep saying to him, look, if you eat any more, you're not going to fit in the fucking lycra. But he just keeps going. He just keeps eating and eating and eating. He even managed to get past the wafer thin meat. But it'd be a more funny joke if you got it right the first time, wouldn't it? Yeah, usually that's how these things work. They'd be entertaining if you got it right the first time. But yeah, Spider-Man even got past the wafer thin mint. That's how big Spider-Man is. Anyway, it's a fat joke. It's a fat joke. Nothing spectacular. It's just a fat joke. But yeah, I mean, certainly, it's intriguing what they're doing with Spider-Man now, because there's suggestion that they want to bring back the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. They want to bring back the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. The Tom Holland Spider-Mans, I think, are supposed to be continuing. Then there's a new animated TV series where it's meant to be MCU Spidey, but it's not going to be Tom Holland Spidey. Which doesn't necessarily surprise me, because a lot of the time when it goes to animations, the main voice actors don't actually sort of, you know, if they're like Hollywood actors, they don't reprise their role for an animated show. Sometimes they do, but a lot of the time you find they don't. They, you know, it goes off to like professional what's-its, but still, they want to bring back the other two live-action Spider-Man back. Apparently, take it with a pinch of salt, I promise. Take it with a pinch of salt, because a lot of the articles I read, I am embarrassed to read, because they are absolute fucking trash. However, in some of these speaking of... no, that's Facebook ping of no importance. The Facebook ping of no importance. Wheatseed. Do we want some wheatseed? I mean, technically, yeah, the plan was to get some wheat seed. I'm going to purchase some wheat, and then purchase... I might as well purchase all of his wheat seeds. Oh, actually, I don't know how they stack. Oh, no, 29 will stack in one. Excellent. But yeah, I don't know about the Tobey Maguire one. That one might just be me making it up. So that one I'll fully accept. That might just be me. But I'm fairly certain I have heard the suggestion that they want to bring Andrew Garfield back as a Spider-Man. They want to do another Andrew Garfield one, which is, you know, I'm not against the idea. It's just, it's one of those ones where, guys, you left it, you fucking left it. You decided it wasn't good enough. You can't just suddenly. Well, actually, they can. That's kind of the way all of these things work. But it feels like it should be one of those ones where it's like, you can't just suddenly change your mind. Yeah, you scrapped him. You scrapped Andrew Garfield, and you thought Tom Holland would be suddenly... Well, he was. In fairness, Tom Holland is a marvellous Spider-Man. You know, I just feel like it's one of those ones where it's like, no, you can't. You can't go back. You can't go back to Andrew Garfield. You made your bed. You lie in your Tom Holland-shaped sheets. Which is nonsense, but still. But yeah, there is. It's all this sort of rumour mill nonsense, as I say. Pinch of salt, entirely. But yeah, there's a suggestion they want to do another Andrew Garfield one, which, as I say, I mean, I'm not like against the idea, but you know, equally, it's kind of like, yeah, he had his go. Let him move on to other projects. Although, you know, don't get me wrong, No Way Home was just brilliant. I mean, there's no getting around it. It was a fantastic film. Oh, fuck, I need more of these. Oh, fuck, I've run out of faith. Well, I'm 2 joules in, and now can't look back. I'll need more faith, so we'll have to wait until Sunday. Oh, good lord, it's midnight. This one's shot by, and I've frustratingly, I've managed once again to do a very little, which is, son of a bitch. I really hoped I wouldn't just be pottering around. I suppose arguably I have technically engaged in a lot of story elements. Just I haven't quite been able to finish any of the story elements. It's just been sort of light conversations. But there you go. And I find media companies burning large piles of money to be hilarious. Yeah, kind of want Disney to do it because it would bomb. Well, I imagine if Army Grangefield, if Army Grangefield does come back, I suspect that'll be a Sony one. They'll perhaps try and put him in the Morbius universe, which, in fairness, he was supposed to be in. I think there was supposed to be reference to Spider-Man in the Morbius film, and they took it all out because they. Oh fuck! It's night time, so I've missed the merchant. Bollocks! Big old bollocks. Bomb so hard if it's Sony, yeah. Biddly-dee. Which is a shame, because, you know, sometimes you do look at films and you go, I really wish you could make a good film. No, that's unfair, but still, I don't know. I did watch a couple of new films recently. Well, new to me. That's the crucial detail to remember. New to me. They're actually quite old films that I quite enjoyed. The Jungle Cruise. It's good old Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a lovely over-the-top action film that was very, very entertaining, very enjoyable. I would recommend. And the other one I quite enjoyed, but it's one of those ones where I did look it up because I thought, is this like a 90s film that I just missed way back when? But it's not. It was released in like 2020, 2021, something along those lines. It's called The Princess, and it's just basically a princess has been locked in a tower, and she kicks the shit out of everyone in the tower and gets out of the tower. That's the fundamentals. There's a little bit more complexity to it, but that's the fundamentals. And it was very enjoyable. Fight scenes were rather enjoyable. But yeah, I think it's it's one of those ones where I looked up a review of it, and I never do this. Never look up reviews. They're absolute horse shit. Most of these people. I'm a professional reviewer, which for some reason makes them think they have to rip it to shreds in a most unpleasant fashion, but that's not needed at all. Anyway, the crucial thing was they were sort of in their review saying like, oh yeah, it's, you know, janky sets and, you know, meh looking stuff. And I think that's why it made me think, this feels really old and really retro, and I'm loving every minute of it. And I think that's what made me love it slightly more, the fact that it was a little bit, and again, I often cite this, it was a little bit sort of Hercules Legendary Adventures, Xena Warrior Princess style. It had that vibe and that feel to it, and I think that's what made it quite appealing to me, which is quite nice. Every part of Sony that isn't PlayStation loses money, but their movie division takes it to another level. Yeah. I must admit, yeah, I still love the old PlayStation. I wouldn't mind getting a PlayStation 5, but just, the unfortunate truth is nothing on the PlayStation 5 has been so unique that I've gone, I need that. I think there's a couple of sort of exclusives on the PlayStation 5, like Ratchet and Clank. You know, that one springs to mind. But a lot of the others end up on the PlayStation 4. Or they're just, it's fine, I don't mind. I suppose arguably a lot of it ends up being, let's get on PC. But yeah, I don't know. PlayStation 5 just hasn't gripped me. I have been left in a distinct state of non-grippedness. You know, Snake, there's been rumours about what happened in town recently. What are you talking about? You've probably heard about a recent theft of a large sum of money from the bishop. No, I haven't. Tell me all the details. Here, take this. So you can't be a suspect since you have an alibi. Oh, sorry, I was doing your voice, Snake. Oh, you do apologise. I didn't mean to do an impression of you, but that's fine. That means there's somebody in the town who's surpassed even your skills. A thief that doesn't leave any clues. Could this really be? Absolutely. Plus, the story is spreading not just in town, but in the village too. That's not good. Envy. That's the one. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. We'll see who's more reputable. I'm going to do nasty things. Right, so theoretically, I think Urik's just around any time, so we might be able to finish this little sort of Sin Shards deal off now. I feel similarly. The PlayStation 5 seems to have loads of amazing titles that I don't really care about. It's an insane machine on a technical level, though. Yeah, one of the crucial ones I wouldn't mind trying is the controller. That whole sort of motion feedback on the on the triggers and stuff. Sounds like it'd be quite an interesting thing to experience. But yeah, I mean, I suppose it doesn't help the fact that it's fucking expensive and can't get your hands on them for love nor money. Still expensive and you can't get your hands on them is the strange issue. Thank you, Keeper. Let's finish what we started. Alright. Same as before, you sit down, I'll turn it on. Alright, let's put this on the counter. Free. There we go. Lovely. Does the DualSense just work on a PC? I know, like, I tend to stick with the Xbox because it's Windows and therefore guaranteed. But granted, you know, I've been using the PlayStation remote PS4 stuff, and that's worked with the PlayStation controller. But maybe if there is confidence that the DualSense just works on a PC without faffing, that's the crucial thing. I don't like faffing. But still, if it just works, that'd be quite nice. I need some time to rest and think about my next move. I hope it'll be alright. Yay! I tell you what, one interesting thing that I've just noted is the fact that we've been getting a lot of achievements. I may feel like I've not done much in the way of progress, but we have ended up doing an awfully large volume of achievements. So I suppose that should feel slightly accomplished. Now, what was it we needed for this? Faith. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we can get our hands on some faith. I suppose at this point we might be worthwhile popping over here. Have a tab open at the moment. How to get it work? See, that's one of the things that puts me off slightly. The fact that you need a page to tell you how to get it to work. That's like that's why I always gravitated towards the Xbox controller, because you plug it in. So there you go. Oh, I suppose it can be wired. Yeah, that will help it. I think that's what benefits the PlayStation 4 controller, because you can just stick in wired, and that just gets, seemingly, as far as I can tell, that just, you know, it instantly gets picked up by the PlayStation 4 remote system. Whether I could just plug it in and play any other game, I don't know, but I must admit that a lot of ports and stuff, and even just sort of PC exclusives, I think, they do tend to favour the Xbox prompts, and I do always appreciate it when you get a game that then jumps. Sea of Thieves does it. If you ever watch any Sea of Thieves, you'll note that if a person is using a controller, it will have the Xbox prompts everywhere, and if they're using a PC or mouse and keyboard, it will have mouse and keyboard prompts everywhere. And I do absolutely adore and appreciate when developers put in the effort of applying the ability for the prompts to switch instantaneously. I don't know how difficult that sort of thing is to pull off, but I do appreciate it as a concept, so that if you do end up having to flash over to like a keyboard and mouse, you can know what you're doing in the game still. It's quite useful. I just have it there in case. Yeah, that's fair. It's one of those ominous things where it's like, is it needed? Is the idea of knowing how to use it, is that suddenly a necessary thing? But anyway, I've got lots of grapes. I think I'm going to have to do this in 2 trips, maybe. I suppose actually, if we pop the grapes in there, pop the grapes in there, that way we can gather up some more of these seeds. Is that all of my grape seeds? Yeah, I think that's all of my grape seeds now. So if I now put the grape seeds back in, I was going to say I'm never quite going to get what I want there, but there you go. Hopefully if we suck in everything here, And then grapes, hops, and then hopefully this will be the final seeds. It's my final seeds now. Do 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 do. For a chandelier. That's a very long story, I think. Actually, it's a relatively short story, I would say. Basically, that's the song. It's the final countdown. Do 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 do. And that is the final countdown song. But there was a TV program years and years and years ago. I think it was The Bill. I might be mistaken, but I think it was The Bill. They had a character in The Bill called Chandler. And on a TV magazine, and this is genuinely years ago, so it's almost alarming, the fact that I still remember this. But on a TV magazine years and years ago, they had the headline, "It's the final countdown for Chandler." And I remember just wandering around the house going, "It's the final countdown for a Chandler." And it very swiftly went from "for Chandler" to "It's the final countdown for a Chandler," which is, I can only assume, what you get when you vomit down under in some fashion. You get Chandler. You get the nickname Chandler if you vomit too much. I don't know, but yeah, it's just one of those weird things from so many years ago, and it's like full on. There's nobody else would do that. It's a very exclusively me thing, I think, there. But still, there you go. That's a little blast from my past. I do hope you enjoyed a little tale from when I was a small child, and I do mean small child. Well, I mean I was probably still quite a very large child, but that's not quite what I mean by small. Small in age. Oh, oops, no, not the wooden beams. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. Did we get... No, I don't think we got all the grapes and stuff, did we, son? Let's pop back to the grape garden. I think, yeah, we'll be putting it away in a minute. What we'll do is we'll gather up anything left in this area here, which I can't remember if... I may be mistaken that there was anything. So there's nothing to gather, but was there something there? Bronze grapes and hops. That's what we want to take. Excellent. There we go. But we'll get these down into the facility. That's still one of my proudest intros. Although I think Saints Row 3 is the better one. Saints Row 2 is not terrible, and referencing the Saints Row 2 one in Saints Row 3, I think I liked that. Obviously, I mean, that's very, very, I'm tooting my own horn at that point. But yeah, I can't deny it's one of my Saints Row. Yeah, must be Saints Row the Third. I still never finished Saints Row the Third, the LP. One day, I always think I might go back to it, but the reality is probably not. There's several others. It's like Overlord. There's a small, slim part of my brain going, do you know what? You should go back to that. But the simple reality is it's been so long that it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, the crux of the matter is the Saints Row the Third is one of those ones where it's like, my God, that's just... I look at it and I don't even know if I made that intro. That's how good I think it kind of is that I genuinely like look at it and go, I'm not sure I'm the one responsible for that intro. I've just spotted that it's Man's Day, and I did mean to put it away. It's just, if I can just pop and see the Inquisitor, then I would like to. I can't remember if there's any others. Overlord and Saints Row the Third are two of the key ones that stand out as need to be finished. Oh, I think there's a couple of the specials that still needed finishing. But, yeah, outside of that, I don't think there's another major series that needed finishing. I might be wrong. Getting off to have sleep. That's fair enough. I plan to in the moment or two as well, because I just happened to see there was Man's Day, so I kind of want to just wear a hole in this floor and see the Inquisitor for the sake of getting some kind of invite that I was supposed to be getting. And hopefully, I really am actually going to wear a hole in the floor here. I didn't realise quite how dark this area was going to end up getting. But yes, enjoy your sleep, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Don't know why I was going to call you the wrong name there, but almost, very nearly. Oh, I lost my pattern. Now we're going around the other way. Does that mean I'm going to undo my steps? No, I don't think that's how it works. Been busy with work, Master Duel grinding, etc. And New Game Plus on Rogue Legacy, which I haven't done in like a week. Oof. Hello, crying angry baby. Ah, the Inquisitor. Oh, I've got two things. I didn't really want to do two things. You might not like the voice he has when I do it. I don't know what voice I put on him, but still. Monseigneur, can I ask you for a favour? I'm listening. Could you attend a big ceremony at my new cathedral? Together with Bishop, we'll pray for what? To return to the town. Meh, I have no time for such nonsense. We need someone important to attend. Try to find someone from the royal court. I'm looking for a burning call. I heard from one of your guardsmen that you might have an eternal burning call. I need it to reunite with my family. Family? I had a family, but they were all burned. My wife, my son, burned alive in my house. My house was lit on fire by the great blast, and my son was so young, I even couldn't find his remains. But I found this coal among the ashes, and it's been burning ever since, fueling my anger. I'm sure the explosion was caused by a witch coven or cultists I found in the Inquisition to avenge all evil. I can't give it to you until I've burned them all. Maybe one day, with your help, but not before. So once again we have to get up to 100, which fairly certain just sort of happens naturally, question mark. So yeah, so somewhere online I didn't get the invite. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Feels like that's going to be a problem. Yeah, get a signed invitation from someone important. Maybe that's not the Inquisitor. Probably figure it out later. Figure it out next time. Yeah, that'll probably all work out. But for now, I'm afraid, Mr. Angry Baby, you came in at right at the end, right at the tippy point of the end, I'm afraid. So we are putting Graveyard Keeper away. But I'll try full streamer mode, shall I? Full streamer mode. Arguably, I should probably be doing for about 2 episodes. Dragon Ball Z reference for anybody wondering. Anyway, just double check the sleep and the save. Sleep, save, marvellous. But if you were so inclined as to follow, we will be doing more Graveyard Keeper next Thursday at 11 PM. I'm fairly certain it's GMT. UK, whatever the UK time is at the moment. I think it's just GMT. I don't think it's... Oh, might be BST. Don't know. Don't care. Right now it's midnight. An hour and a half previous would be 11 o'clock, which is when Graveyard Keeper usually starts. So take whatever your time is, if it happens to not be UK time, minus an hour and a half from it, and that's the time where Graveyard Keeper will start. We also do the Dragon Crest Builders 2, that is at 9 PM, which is 2 hours before the 1.5 hours before the now. Gets very confusing and complicated, doesn't it? The way I do it, abso-fucking-lutely. But yes, we shall be popping it away now, methinks. And I don't know, I suppose I possibly ought to do a raid, but I've gotten out of the habit I've gotten out of the habit of doing Readingtons. I don't know what. Are you still... Oh, that was... No. Oh, yeah, yesterday is that. So let's have a look and see about this one. I don't know anything about them, but, you know, I try to find things. Well, he... Oh, probably not hugely necessary. I'll tell you what, let's cut the audio, desktop audio, and I'll have a listen and see if it's intriguing and interesting to go for. Well, I do cuss a fair bit, so just a forewarn. That sounds like a person we can get behind. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I have no real allegiance to Elden Ring, but we'll go over here. We'll go over to Mr. Burn Etch. Etching the burns. Have you etched your burn, or are you just burning an etch? I don't know. But they're doing Elden Ring, and we'll try a little raidy. So if people fancy sticking around for a little Raidingtons, we'll have a crack at that. I will pop over to the interim slideshow, possibly make it slightly more interesting, although having said that, we're leaving, so it doesn't need to be interesting right now. Anyway, I will be back on maybe Saturday for a little fun with something. I don't know what, but could be Satisfactory again. Could be a little bonus builders. Could be Dissidia. I haven't really decided. But, yeah, maybe something, maybe nothing. Probably going to be back Wednesday for the Hodgepodge of Hilarity. But, well, again, you never really know. But fairly guaranteed we'll probably... fairly guaranteed probably. Excellent. That is a summarisation of my brain. I guarantee a probably. I can't go above a probably, but I can guarantee that there's a probably. Anyway, we'll try and do Thursday again, as is the standard, which is 9 o'clock, Dragon Quest Builders 2, 11-ish, Graveyard Keeper, where hopefully we make a little bit more progress again. It felt like limited progress, but technically we did score like 4 or 5 achievements, so let's have a look and see, because I'm fairly certain we scored a fair few. Here we go, Graveyard Keeper, yeah. So, Endless Sadness for getting the Sadness Orb from the Astrologer. The Birth of Passion for getting the Lust Orb from Miss Charm. And the Vulnerability for Authority for getting Snake's Orbs. And then the third session of Curing Therapy. The treatment is over, but Yurik doesn't look so cured. So, yeah, technically 4 achievements, which is not, not terrible progress. Anyway, right, let's sort out this raid. I've forgotten how to do them. It's been so long. So I will say cheerio. I'll give it a few moments. It'll go into a raid. The stream will go off. I'll probably say hello. And then probably immediately have to say sorry. Bye. Because it's quite late and I need some sleep. So anyway, let's go. Cheerio.